I think Spike Jonze did this movie as innocently as possible. Every department, like apparently he talked to the orchestra, and they'd all play beautifully. He'd say, "You're playing too well." Can you try to go back to when it's like, I want your talent, but I want this to be the first time you've ever played this instrument. And the same with us actors doing the voices. He didn't want us to bring anything that we'd done before with us. And he didn't say this. I'm saying this after I'm realizing this after the fact. It was like, forget your experience. And I hate to even say that he's thinking this. Sorry. It seems to me that he wanted innocence, like childlike, wild thing innocence from everyone, but in every department. It's very cool that way. And the same with the digital animation, the faces. Don't do it like you've done it forever and you know what you're doing. Start fresh from what these characters are going through, and be with them in the moment. So the whole thing seems as innocent as a big movie could possibly be, I think. Spike was Max.
So you never acted?
I'm not kidding. No, never. I never met him until 2 weeks ago at a press junket.
That's insane. That's extra impressive. Because it that's wow.
No, he acted with these Wild Things.
Right.
And they were right there for him. And if you look at the making of book, I think he actually, they have a little bit of his words in it, but he was really sad the day he had to say goodbye to all of them.
Well, yeah.
I'm the voice, okay? No, they had a real serious relationship.
You keep differentiating, almost subconsciously, between people and Wild Things, but...
I know I do, but they are.
But they are people.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they're
what we
ultimately they're expressions of personalities and elements, and it's so clear that the kid is processing what he knows of grown-ups.
Yeah.
So were you ever? I mean, and given that Jones's direction apparently is so intuitive, was he? Did you ever get sort of frustration with Judith's frustration? Does that actually build into the character?
Oh, yeah.
That she doesn't know what's going on and responds by lashing out all the time?
Yeah, because he and Catherine Keener would take turns playing Max for us. And when he needed her to, he would have her play Max. And her Max was a very curious, kind of sweet Max. And his was I should pull off that horn. Why don't I pull that off and give it to, I think Alexander needs that. Why? Excuse me? I said the F word 1,000 times when we were shooting. Because he was so in my face. He really was. He was always trying to piss me off. Or jump on my back. I mean, as Max he was, And yeah, I got into, and I kept saying, are you sure you're king? Are you sure? Because, and my thing for Jews was like, well, I've given my trust before, I've given my trust and I was let down and I don't want to go through this. I'm so protective, and I felt like Judith, because Judith needed to really, okay, let go of that shit and just give yourself to this guy. And I felt like that, like, whoa, I feel like I'm 90 years old and I want to be a kid and I just want to let go. And so I could relate that way. But it was also erratic. I'm sorry, I don't think there's, in a good way, these characters are not archetypes. And they don't have arcs in this movie. And it's erratic. And that is like the wild things we are born to be. And that, we are more freshly wild things as children. And you don't know what to do with all these emotions that you have. And you're not in control. And you jump in and you don't think about consequences, and you run at somebody and bang into them, and you don't think about it, but you're also so emotionally affected by each other, which was also genius on his part. Instead of having us, I said I didn't have a thought, but I do go on, don't I? It was genius of him to put us together because they are so affected. They're so dependent on each other in every moment. Now I feel okay. Now, oh, what happened there? Oh, no. Because we are, as humans.